Hey everybody, welcome back to the family channel.
Hello.
As you can see, it's just Kat and myself today. The kids are out with their friends because they've just started their little half term, like a week break from school.
Yeah.
So it's just Kat and myself, but that's a good thing because today we are reacting to the top 10 biggest naval bases in the USA. We can't really watch stuff like this with the kids because, it doesn't bore them, but like Leia's already freaking out with the whole Russia thing and everything, so we try not to put
So we're gonna enjoy.
Yeah, I love this sort of stuff.
It looks like a very interesting video anyway.
Well, I've seen this one, and I told Kat about how big some of them are. And after we did the aircraft carrier, I think she sort of believes me, but doesn't believe me on the size of these bases because they are
No, I believe you, but I can't comprehend
they are
how
massive.
big they are.
Yeah, so we're going to be checking that out. But before we do, if you haven't done so, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And yeah, let's get into the video.
The top 10 biggest and busiest naval bases in the United States of America.
Aircraft carrier. Look at that.
Little dock.
It's like a road, just driving.
Driving the road.
The United States has by far the strongest military in the world, with the responsibility to maintain the defense of America and its allies and provide peacekeeping forces all over the world. The United States is home to more than 40 naval bases spread across the eastern and western coasts. Here are the 10 biggest naval bases in the United States based on support population. Number 1, Naval Station Norfolk. Naval Station Norfolk, the world's biggest naval base, is situated in southeastern Virginia in the Sewell's Point Peninsula of Norfolk City. The base was established in 1917 and covers an area of approximately 3,400 acres. The base provided training for U.S. and Allied naval air units during World War II and currently houses 149,000 personnel, including...
It's like a city.
I know, that's why I was sitting here with a stupid grin on my face waiting for them to say the population. That's personnel. That's people who work there and their families. That's insane, isn't it? 149,000.
Like
It's crazy. It is so crazy. But it looks, I tell you what, it looks like an awesome place, like to live around the sort of bases. When my dad was in the army when I was a kid, we lived in like quite a military sort of town. And it was awesome because everyone knew everyone. Like if someone saw you with matches, they'd be like, Jono, put those down, otherwise we're going to tell your dad. Or if my dad was nowhere around or he was away, like our neighbor or someone who knew them, they weren't scared to give you a crack around the head if you were doing.
Really?
Yeah, because it was all like a big family. It was awesome.
Being active duty, family members and dependents, reservists, Department of Defense civilians, and joint forces. The Naval Station Norfolk ensures operational readiness of the U.S. Atlantic Fleet by providing facilities and installation services for the biggest concentration of the U.S. Navy, including 75 ships and 134 aircraft.
Look, they're jogging. They're freaking.
jogging.
They go for. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna go for a jog around the land. It's insane how big they are. I really like when we come over. I really want to go and see some of these.
Can you actually go in there?
Yeah. Well, I don't think you can go on the ships, but I mean you can.
No, but like go into the bases.
You're asking the wrong person. You guys will have to let us know. I don't know whether you can park up there and have a look at them. I don't know. I'd love to though. I'd really love to go and see some of these. And I think
because it looks big.
Yeah.
But when you're there, it just must look.
I think Garen would be like a kid in a candy store as well. He would be really like excited to see these.
Number 2, the Joint Base Pearl Harbor-Hickam. Joint Base Pearl Harbor-Hickam, located 13 kilometers west of Honolulu, has more than 55,000 Marines and their families, as well as over 5,000 Air Force members and their families. The U.S. Navy set up the naval base at Pearl Harbor in 1908, occupying a famous role in World War II. It occupies 27,694 acres of land and forms a vital element of the U.S. defense, providing mooring, shoreside support, and maintenance to surface fleet and submarines, in addition to supporting air operations in the Pacific and Asian regions. Pearl Harbor is home to more than 160 commands, as well as 11 ships, 19 submarines and aircraft, including the C-17 Globemaster III,
I love the
KC-135 Stratotanker, and the F-22 Raptor.
Oh, there's
Oh,
one of
look
my
at
favorite.
those.
That's one of my favorite, the F-22. I like the B-2 as well, and the Warthog. I haven't shown you the B-2 bomber yet. You should see that thing. It looks like it's out of like a space movie sort of thing. It's insane. But I love these planes.
Well, you know, if I would see it just like that on a picture, you would think it's like something made for a movie.
Yeah.
It's not like not real. It can't function.
Wait till you see the B-2 one day.
3. Naval Air Station Jacksonville. Naval Air Station Jacksonville is the biggest Navy base in the Southeast region and third largest in the U.S. The base received the 2013 Commander Navy Installations Commander Excellence Award for the best large installation in the U.S. NAS Jacksonville was established in 1940 in Duval County near the bank of the St. Johns River in northeast Florida. The base is spread over an area of about 3,400 acres. It currently accommodates 53,590 people, including non-appropriated fund employees, federal employees.
I wanted to ask you guys something as well. You know, we see quite a lot of soldiers in town because where we live is like a very military town as well. There's a base in town.
There is a reason behind it.
But can I just ask my question? I've noticed a lot of them, like men in uniform, have like a beard like mine, and they don't look very. Like when my dad was in the army, they always had to be clean shaven and stuff. I don't know if it's.
It used to be like that in Slovakia.
Is it like that over there? Like, are you allowed to have facial hair? Like, even a scruffy like mine now, like, because I've been lazy, to be honest. I haven't trimmed it or anything. I need to shave. But you know what I mean? It doesn't look...
No, I know. I remember when I was a kid and like being in the army was compulsory.
Yeah.
And you had to be like neatly shaven, neat
Your
hair,
uniform was always
clean,
like, look.
spotless. Yeah, like that. It had to be. But I think it changed now. Like they don't have to. Well, we have two neighbors.
Yeah.
Our neighbors are in the army.
Yeah. I just think
He's
it looks...
never like shaves.
I just think it looks really scruffy because I like that's what I really love about the military and that as well, is how clean and pristine the uniforms always are, because it's like very regimented, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like I just don't because I see it a lot, and it shouldn't frustrate me because I'm not part of the military or anything, but it really frustrates me.
That's what the army is about,
contract
isn't it?
employees, and family members.
Well, he's got a moustache.
The Naval Air Station Jacksonville trains airmen for meeting high-impact warfighter needs and also supports U.S. and allied troops specializing in anti-submarine warfare.
Submarines scare me.
I wouldn't get on one.
No ways.
Number 4,
Jesus.
Naval Base San Diego. Naval Base San Diego in California serves as a primary home port for the Pacific Fleet and accommodates 48,000 military and civilian personnel,
I love that.
making it the 4th biggest naval base in the U.S. The U.S. Navy established a destroyer base in the city of San Diego in 1922. The base was renamed Repair Base San Diego during World War II and performed the overhaul, repair, and maintenance of more than 5,117 ships between...
Hold on. So do they have to stand around when the ship is like leaving or docking?
I think it's when they leave and when they arrive. I don't know.
Is it like a ritual thing?
Yeah, maybe
like...
saying goodbye to family or I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Huh?
I love it. I really love it. Like how they stand there perfectly in the
1943
line.
and 1945.
Yes, he
The
wants
base
to
saw a
move.
major expansion during the Korean War and currently occupies an area of more than 2,000 acres. Naval Base San Diego is home to approximately 180 individual commands and 57 ships from the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and Military Sealift Command. It's also home port to the U.S. Navy's modern surface combatants, littoral combat ships.
I did a video on those recently.
Oh, did you?
Number 5, Naval Base Kitsap.
Kitsap.
Naval Base Kitsap
Oh,
on the
yeah, they are.
Kitsap
Look at the
Peninsula
submarine.
is home to
They're
more than
scary, man.
45,000 on-duty and support personnel, including 12,825 active
Oh.
duty members,
Can they just
14,071
stand on
civilian
it?
employees.
I've done a couple of videos on them and they scare the life out of me. You should see when they're in there, it looks so cramped. Ugh.
It just looks
I don't-
not natural. Like I would not.
I'm
go
too
on it.
claustrophobic.
I wouldn't even go on the top of it, not inside it.
I'd go on top like
No.
that. I mean, I would never get in because I'm just, you know what I'm like. I couldn't go for my last MRI because I never had claustrophobia until I started having those MRIs, and I got to like my 4th one and I started freaking out. So imagine me on there, I'll be going crazy, I'll be bouncing off the walls. You can't get out even.
Members. The base was formed by combining the former Naval Station Bremerton and Naval Submarine Base Bangor in 2004, and supports the U.S. Navy fleet operating across West Puget Sound. The Naval Base Kitsap serves the surface vessels and submarines based at Bremerton and Bangor. It's also connected with Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, where the majority of vessels and submarines are overhauled. Number 6, Naval Air Station Corpus Christi. Naval Air Station Corpus Christi, situated on the southeast side of Corpus Christi, Texas, accommodates 43,287 personnel, including active duty members, employees, retirees, and family members. Naval Air Station Corpus Christi was commissioned in March 1941 and trained 35,000 naval aviators by the end of World War II. It was the only facility providing primary, basic, and advanced training in the U.S. and trains about 600 aviators each year. The Naval Air Station is home to training.
I tell you what, I've said it. You guys probably get so sick and tired if you've seen my videos. There's nothing more badass than a military pilot, like one of those guys in the, like they have got the biggest balls to go. Like that's insane. It's like
in Corpus Christi,
I don't know.
Depot, serving the rotary wing aircraft of the U.S. Department of
Defense. Look at that. Those aren't
facilities to support
as cool as the other ones, but still.
And other missions.
Would you be one?
Number 7, Naval Station Mayport.
I'd like to think I would, but I don't know. Like, how do you answer something like that? It's like, would you be an astronaut? As a kid, you wanted to be an astronaut, but when you think about it, like, would you really want to get on one of those rockets and then cruise up there and then what? Well, I don't know. Like, but yeah, I'd like to think I would, if I could. But I don't think I got the melons for it, to be honest with you.
Naval Station Mayport has a base population of 34,315 and occupies 3,409 acres on the banks of the St. Johns River, about 24 kilometers east of Jacksonville. Naval Station Mayport includes a busy seaport and an airfield. The naval base was formally commissioned in December 1942 and served as a strategic asset during the Cuban Missile Crisis, Operation Desert Shield, Operation Desert Storm, Operation Desert Fox, and Operation Allied Force. The base is home to 70 tenant units, 20 naval vessels, and 6 helicopter squadrons, and houses up to 34 ships. The runway of the naval station can accommodate all types of aircraft in the DoD inventory. Number 8, Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base Fort Worth.
I was wondering what JRB stood for.
Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base Fort Worth houses 27,098 personnel, including active duty members, reserves, family members, as well as federal and civilian employees. The base was set up in October 1994 as the first joint reserve base in the U.S. and hosts a variety of units from the U.S. Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Army, and Texas Air
National Guard. So awesome the way they... I love it so much. I think it's so freaking... I got so much respect for them.
Yeah.
So much. I mean, you think about if you're up there and you're in a gun, like when they're fighting, like fighter jets fighting, it's insane because one mistake and that's it, game over.
Yeah.
So
1994 is the first
and the
joint
speed
reserve
and
base
agility
in the US and hosts a variety of units from the U.S. Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Army, and Texas Air National Guard. The Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base Fort Worth accommodates 40 separate commands and supports the training activities of troops in all branches of the armed services. The base supports the operations of C-40 Clipper, F-16 Fighting Falcon, C-130 Hercules, FA-18 Hornet, KC-130 Hercules, and RC-12 aircraft. Number 9, Naval Base Coronado. Naval Base Coronado, the largest command in the Southwest, is home to 27,000 military and civilian personnel. The base occupies more than 57,000 acres, including airfields, ports, and training ranges.
Did he say 57,000 or did he mean 5,700? 57,000 acres.
Ports, and training ranges. The naval base Coronado is formed of 8 naval installations, including Naval Air Station North Island, Naval Amphibious Base Coronado, Naval Outlying Landing Field Imperial Beach, Naval Auxiliary Landing Field San Clemente Island, Silver Strand Training Complex, Mountain Warfare Training Camp Michael Monsoor, Camp Morena, and Remote Training Site Warner Springs.
It's like the country's names.
And then they're sailing boats.
Number 10, Naval Air Station Patuxent River.
River.
Is that river?
Naval Air Station Patuxent River is located on a peninsula between the Chesapeake Bay and Patuxent River. The base occupies 6,400 acres of land and houses 24,700...
Yeah, I think he meant 5,700 because the first one wasn't even 57,000 acres. That's insane.
people, making it the 10th biggest naval base in the U.S. Naval Air Station Patuxent River was commissioned in April 1943 with the primary mission of providing operational support and services for aircraft and ship or shore electronics. The base records more than 165,000 aircraft movements per year. It's home to more than 50 tenant commands and is controlled by the Naval District Washington. It hosts the Naval Air Systems Command and the Naval Air Warfare Center Aircraft Division headquarters.
It's beautiful.
How? I don't get that. How did that guy knows where to stand?
Well, they're trained for that, isn't it? That's their job. It's amazing. Like, I just love how everything is so organized and regimented. I wish we were a bit
we
more...
have a Navy base, not Navy, Army base
yeah.
in town, yeah? Just like...
Yeah, you don't even see it, really.
It's like
tucked away. You just see the soldiers coming in and out. They go and get their lunch and that from the shops and stuff.
Yeah.
But
like,
yeah.
You can't comprehend. It's like these are literally like big cities, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're
so,
amazing.
and organized cities.
And it's
like,
it just like it blows my mind. It's something I'd definitely love to see. Like I would love to see some of these planes in that because they fascinate me. Like I get a lot of grief on my channel because people say like promoting war. It's nothing to do with that. I love learning about stuff and it's something I'm interested in, and so I don't know, I just like it.
Yeah, like it's like the technology, isn't it? Like how it progresses, like
it's what keeps us safe at the end of the day. It gives us the freedoms to be able to jump in our cars and go somewhere because men and women who serve protect us, they've given their lives. So I know, like I sometimes get a bit of grief, but I don't pay any attention to it, to be honest with you.
No.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully the kids will be here to join us tomorrow, even though we've got a hockey game quite far away, which we've got to drive to, which is always a bit of a nightmare, but it is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, thank you to all the men and women who are serving to protect us. I really do appreciate you. Well, we really do appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
And we will see you all in the next video. Bye!
Bye!